Sup traders, it's 13th of October, Monday. We had bank holiday in the US. Not really much going on in terms of news. We got Fed Powell speaking tomorrow. And we got PPI tentative. So we're still not sure whether that will go through or not. Be like the NFP last week or a couple of weeks ago. It didn't come out. So this might not even come out from US again. We'll see. But at the moment, all the flow is bearish. For me, weekly time frame, we closed with a bearish candle last week after putting this bullish candle and failing to continue higher, especially after rejecting quite a strong level on the monthly and weekly time frame and S17 with GU. So this week I am expecting price to go lower. We're putting this bullish candle on Friday, this inside bar bullish candle, and again we're putting another bullish, just a bearish inside bar candle. So it could be that we'll come up and take out the highs of either today or Friday and find some resistance around that level. I was predicting yesterday that price might come into this level, which it had come into on Friday, and find resistance, because in this range we previously grabbed liquidity right here and then displaced lower, and inside this range starting at 1.165 and 1.154, this is the level above this bullish candle in this fair value gap is where price could potentially find some resistance, and it did. It came there, rejected it, put in this, tried to push lower, formed this bullish black, bearish bullish engulfing candle with a low wick, suggesting that we might continue higher up. Then we put in this bullish candle which failed, and that is a pretty good sign, saying all right, now we might actually continue lower, and it does continue lower. Again, we're putting this bullish candle which looks like it is failing to hold. I'm not sure what that will happen. Maybe we'll push back up tomorrow, maybe we won't, maybe we'll come back down. To me, I will be watching this 50% level of the daily time for fair value gap, because I do expect price to come down to that level and find support. But along the way, if there is some kind of a bearish trade I can take, then I will. At the moment, I do think if we pulls back, it will go up to that high, but we have closed below this inverse fair value gap. We've left another bearish fair value gap, and on the 1 hour time frame it might be ranging where it could potentially just come into this range and above this bullish fair value gap at 1.16 level, above into this fair value gap. I do think that would be a good trade. Again, we are accumulating down here. That could be potentially be a trade tomorrow if price comes up to that high, right? And if we are expecting price to come even down to this low at 1.155, I do think that would be a good trade. On the 1 hour time frame, price had formed, it came into this low during the open, essentially double topped, went up, rejected this level, didn't tap into Friday's high, rejected first once and then rejected again at 2 a.m. candle, that's 7 a.m. UK time, with this very strong candle, bearish candle, and it just displaced lower. I was watching price and expecting maybe a pullback into the 618 after this, but it just put in an order block, left this fair value gap and continued lower. So there wasn't really an area for me to go short, and maybe we are, this area right here again, displaced lower, left a fair value gap, came and tested that level, and then is continuing lower right now. So that potentially could have been a trade, but that's the time I'm not really trading. But yeah, for me, I'm watching a pullback tomorrow into these levels, and we'll see if it comes to that level, then I'll be looking to go short. Ideally, I want it to come to, I don't think, it depends on how it comes into this level. If it's a very sharp move up, then I'm not really interested in going short there. However, if it does start to accumulate here all day, all night, and then shoots up during the New York session tomorrow, then I do think that would be a good trade to go short. Pound dollar, on the other hand, I do think could pull back deeper into this range. We did come back down to this inverse fair value gap off this range, rejected it on Friday with quite a strong, found some support there, and then again today inside bar candle, so quite a dead day, right, on both pound dollar and euro dollar, both inside bars. And with this, I would like to see price pull up into the 50%, or at least into the 50%. And if there is some kind of point of interest at that level, that would be good. So I do think, this Friday's high up here, pushing into the 50% would be a Good trade to go short. I do think, yeah, if we can take out today's high on Friday's high tomorrow, then that would be a good opportunity. We are, similar to euro dollar. We took out this low, euro dollar took out the low and then pushed up and took out high from Sunday or Friday and then dropped lower, whereas on this we are quite lagging. We've come down, took out that low. However, we haven't gone back up to take out this high, so maybe tomorrow we can see price come up and take out this high. Ideally, I want to see that high being taken out as well, and then we can think about taking a short. And again, here, if we're looking from a bullish order, we rejected an inverse fair value gap, displaced up quite strongly, pulled back into the 50% exactly to the T 1.331 level, and found some support, but it's failing, right? This is where people might be going long, thinking we're in a bullish order flow, but it's now going in the opposite direction. So maybe this is where prices, gathering liquidity to continue lower. 15-minute, we had a market structure shift after Asian highs were taken out, but I wanted Friday highs to be taken out. I didn't want to trade until that Friday high was taken out today, nor did I want to trade today because it's Monday. Price pulled back into this fair value gap and into the 618, just below that New York open or the daily open, and then drop lower. It's just ranging at the moment. There's no prediction right now. I want to see price push up to those highs. Until then, I'm not looking to do anything. So let's just see how tomorrow plays out. If it comes up to those highs, then they provide an opportunity to go short. We're forming a channel. Ideally, I do want to see a channel because that's what I like to trade. Ideally, if I see channels being playing out, then I am going short. Ideally, yeah. If not, then I reckon price can come down to this level at 1.314. But I do think a pullback would be nice, and then we can look to trade. But yeah, that's it for today. Not a lot going on in the market, so let's see how tomorrow plays out.